Take a look at this code. At first glance, it looks perfectly correct, right? Initially, the shutdown flag is set to false. One thread continuously processes jobs as long as the flag remains false. When the application needs to shut down, another thread calls the stop method and changes shutdown flag to true. As soon as that happens, the loop should exit and the scheduler should stop. But during a production deployment, I have faced a issue. The other thread changed the shutdown flag to true by calling the stop method, and the logs confirmed it. So I expected the scheduler to stop, but the logs kept coming. The shutdown request had been received, the flag had been changed to true. There were no exceptions, no compiler warnings, no deadlocks. Yet the background thread continued processing jobs as if the flag were still false. So how can one thread change a value while another thread continues seeing the old value? By the end of this video, you will understand why this problem occurs, how volatile keyword fixes it. So let's get started. Before I encountered this issue, I used to think there was only one copy of the shutdown variable stored in RAM. Whenever a thread needed the value, it simply read it from RAM. Whenever it updated the value, it write it back to RAM. If computers actually worked like that, our scheduler would have stopped immediately. As soon as one thread changed the value of shutdown flag from false to true, every other thread would see the new value. But modern processors don't work that way, and the reason is simple: its performance. RAM is much slower than the CPU. A modern processor can execute billions of instructions every second. If every read had to travel all the way to RAM, the CPU would spend a significant amount of time waiting instead of doing useful work. So to avoid that, each CPU core keeps frequently used data in its own fast local cache. Instead of reading the same value from RAM repeatedly, the processor usually read it directly from this cache. And that's one of the reasons modern computers are so fast, but it also introduces a new challenge. Imagine our scheduler thread is running on CPU core 1. This shutdown thread is running on CPU core 2. Initially, both cores read the value of shutdown, the initial value of shutdown, which is false. Each core has that value available in its own local cache. Later, the application receives a shutdown request. CPU core 2 executed that request and updated the value of shutdown to true. From core 2 perspective, the value has changed, but does CPU core 1 immediately know about that change? Not necessarily. Core 1 may continue using the value already present in its own cache, right, which is shutdown equal to false. From its point of view, the value of shutdown flag is false, so it keeps executing the loop again and again, and the update happened, but other thread could not see it. This is called memory visibility. Memory visibility simply means that one thread updates a shared variable, another thread is not automatically guaranteed to observe that update immediately. And that's exactly the problem the volatile keyword is designed to solve. But how can a single keyword influence what happens inside the CPU? That's what we will uncover next. So now we understood the problem. One CPU core updated the value, another CPU core continued using its old cache copy. As a result, both threads were looking at different values of the same variable. So the obvious question is, how do we fix this? We can fix this by simply using volatile keyword. Everything else remains exactly the same. After adding volatile keyword in our scheduler, I have never encountered this issue. So the obvious question, what changed after adding this keyword? So after adding this keyword, the JVM generates a few additional CPU instructions whenever it reads or writes a volatile variable. These instructions are called memory barriers. A memory barrier is simply a synchronization point. It tells the processor, before moving forward, make sure the CPU cores can observe the latest value. Let's see what happens after adding volatile keyword. Earlier, when CPU core 2 executed, it updated the value of shutdown flag to true. Core 1 kept using its old cache value. But once we declare the variable as volatile, the write behaves differently. When core 2 updates the value, the JVM inserts a memory barrier that tells the processor this value is shared between multiple threads. Make sure other CPU cores can observe the latest version. Now when CPU core 1 checks the loop again, it no longer continues using an outdated value. Instead, it observes the latest value, which is shutdown, the value of shutdown flag to true. The condition, so after we change the value of shutdown to true, the condition becomes false and the loop exits. And finally, our scheduler is stopped. In simple word, after adding volatile keyword, every thread gets a consistent view of the shared variable. Keep in mind that volatile guarantees visibility changes across threads, but it does not provide atomicity. Therefore, it should not be used to solve race conditions. That's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.